and welcome to the show. I have not done the teams very well for this one, not intentionally, but we're at Team Adventures on Horizon 4, and we're driving a selection of movie and TV inspired vehicles. I say I've managed to put all the muscle cars on one team. There is a disproportionately large amount of muscle cars in this one here today. We've got Mustangs and Challengers, Camaros, Chargers. We haven't got any of the same cars, but yeah, I'm driving a Pontiac GTO that's got randy suspension that kind of turned it into almost like a Baja buggy. It's all-wheel drive, it's a bit cheesy. Well, I say that, I don't know. I could put rally suspension on it, and it started ending up looking like a monster truck, so I figured, screw it, we're going to go for full off-road spec and see what happens. It may not be any good. It may be fantastic. I don't really know. It doesn't have the biggest rear tyres, only like 295s on this, which I know in normal terms are huge, but in Forza terms that's not actually very big for a classic American car. It does have 500 odd horsepower going on here. Oh, there's a Bullet Mustang behind us. Hello Bullet Mustang. We're trying to chase down the Mach 1. I do not have the straight line speed quite, but that's okay. The GTO is relatively heavy. It's definitely not going to be as light as the Mustangs, either Mustang to be fair. I think I got stage 1 or stage 2 weight reduction on it, but it's still going to be a little bit of a heavier vehicle. Points are not looking too bad for a red team at the moment. I was expecting that Mustang to be bloody fast down the straight, but it hasn't come soaring, but I'm not quite sure where the braking point is for turn 1. We actually got it pretty good through there. Now, where are we going to find a way past the Mach 1? Can we duck underneath through here? I want to. There just wasn't quite the gap to do it, and I've got to be careful. If we go all-out attack, I've got to be careful. If I go too all-out attack, we lose a place to the Mustang behind us. If we go all-out attack, we could end up costing both of us the place to the blue team Mustang. I mean, points are not looking too bad for us. I think there's a Challenger. It's 4 American cars in the top 4. Considering as I said, the numbers of American cars, it's maybe not the biggest surprise. I am not getting held up a little bit by the Mach 1. Both me and the Bullet car have had the same idea. Yeah, the Mach 1 just couldn't turn through there. Unfortunately, it opened the door for me, but could not close it in time to stop the fastback from coming through as well. The Challenger is going to join this group soon, I suspect. I'm not sure what is sat in 5th. I think it's a Camaro, but I don't know, and I have not got turn 1 right. We're going to try. In fact, we are going to hang out around the outside, though. When we left space, the Mustang just could not carry the speed on such a tight line. I was just a little wide of the apex. Mustang is looking, but he's going to run out of road through there. I wonder. Now, I mean, on my screen there was no contact there. I wonder if there was some desync on that with the way it looked like that Mustang ended up across the road. Not sure. I do think that Ford is a little faster than I am. It is to the outside down here. The GTO has got some pretty good grip. It is not doing too badly for what is a much bigger car here. It is actually doing pretty nicely in keeping the Horde behind. Blue team are up to 3rd now. That is... Oh, it's a little concerning. Points are still good for us. The battle is raging over 3rd. In fact, there's a big battle going on for 3rd place now. We're definitely wanting to make a little gap. I've just realised my gears are too short. Thankfully, this is about the only track where that will matter, because we actually buzzed the limiter at 150. We have a custom gearbox with it being all-wheel drive converted. You get a custom gearbox, you can tune the gears and everything, and it does give it more gears. If you touch the rear corner of my car there, I can't steer. That nearly was disastrous. I think the fastback might have got this one completed, though. I'm not going to be able to fight back through there. That will be clear. We've put there. Okay, there's been a big fight over 3rd. That has really given us some space. So we're going to have to have a lot more speed. We can't have a go through here. No, that was a good. So it was a very good pass. I tried to just cover the inside, but at the end of the day, it was just not quite good enough. Points. Oh, we've had a disconnection. I'm not sure who has crashed out of this one. Points are looking good, though, for a red team at the moment. Could maybe have been a bit braver into turn 1. Yeah, there's a good chunk of grip in the Pontiac, which is nice to know. As I said, considering it is one of the bigger cars here. I was maybe expecting it to not quite be as good. We're not quite as quick as the Mustang, though. Whether we'll be good off-road, I don't know. That is something that we will find out soon. Will the wacky lifted suspension on this... I don't know what it is about this. I mean, the rounded suspension does lift the cars up. It just seems to be extra silly, almost, on the GTO. We will dive through this final section. Where we can't do anything about the Mustang. The Charger behind, that's pretty quick as well. But points are going to go the way of the red team. We've managed to get little clusters of red cars throughout the field, but they're little clusters that are scoring points. That is the bit that matters. We will cross the line. We will take a second place. It's not quite a victory, but we are off to a good start. Ah, the Veloster disconnected. There were only 3 non-muscle cars running in this that made it to the end. We are heading off-road next. The Mortimer Gardens Scramble. Hopefully, we start on the front. That is nice. Start on the front row at least. Yeah, hopefully we can get a good start. We can stay out of trouble. If we can build a gap early on, that would be helpful. My right height might be useful here with the water. The tyre widths may be a slight weakness of the GTO. They're big, but they aren't as big as the other muscle cars. Presuming some of them will be rear-wheel drive, some of them will probably also be all-wheel drive. So we may struggle a tiny bit for traction compared to some. It's not likely to be awful. Things like the Aston Martin, for example, that's probably not going to be enjoying life out here. You know, that'll all be faster, so stand more of a chance on the tarmac circuits, but out here is going to be a tough order for some of the more specialised cars. But that is the way it goes with these adventures. There's, you can build an overall car like I have here that will be strong in places, but will generally be fairly competitive everywhere. Or you can build something that's very fast at a particular type of circuit. Oh god, but no, you're going to have struggles elsewhere, or you hope it's going to be very fast at a particular type of circuit, but will potentially have other troubles. It is the muscle car showdown up at the front here. I did not need to be that slow through there. It is similar 4 that are battling it out here. We're going to go on the brakes sensibly into turn 1. We should be able to get out the other side here, no problem. Now, I'm not sure if anyone's going to take the sneaky alternate line. The Camaro tried it, but didn't quite get it right. We are going to cover the inside here and try and make it difficult to overtake. I don't think I've ever had to defend at this circuit particularly. It's not normally a track you find yourself having to do almost conventional defensive driving, but we have a little bit so far. It looks like there's a fight gone on for third that's dropped the Charger and Mustang back. We will make sure we get the car stopped. The lamppost, no, I hate the lamppost there. It's such an annoying bit of street furniture. It just gets in the way and causes trouble. Points are very, very close at the moment. We're going to be brave through that corner. That is potentially trouble for me because we're now going to have to once again defend. We're going to make wide Pontiac. Last time out we spent ages defending with an RS3. This is a very different type of car and a very different type of defence almost that we are having to do here. I think the Camaro is going to get us there, although I might be able to be sneaky, get better lines through here. Not quite able to set it up how I want it to be. Are we better through the water than the Camaro? Yes, we are a little bit. We are to the outside. Oh, down there. I could do just a little smidge more turning. Would be wonderful. We just don't quite have the front end that I want on the car. Through there. Oh, a little lift this time around. A little bit more controlled from the big Pontiac. Yeah, I fear we don't quite have the front end going on the car that I would like. I'm probably just a little bit too heavy for this fight, really, compared to the Camaro and the Ford. Now, I'm setting up, I'm trying to... Oh, I was in the wrong gear. Bugger. I messed that one up myself. I was trying to set that one up for a good run down here, but I should have gone down to third and left it in fourth. That's my bad. I thought I could maybe get away with fourth, but we could not. We have to try and fend off against the Mustang. The Camaro's probably not crazy lighter than I am, but still. Yeah, we just strike. I mean, we're definitely competitive. We're definitely quick. so close to being flat out, but it is really dicey in my car. We are going to take the risky line off the bridge. I've kind of got to at this point. The only way we really get our team to win this is if I manage to make... Oh, no, actually, we have got the points. Maybe I shouldn't have gone for that crazy risk if I'd known we had got the points. Because it's a narrow gap when you're driving a big muscle car. But we got through it fine. We're going to be quick down here. Are we clear? We are clear of the Mustang at the moment. We're going to be close. We're going to chase it across the line. I mean, it's high pressure for the Camaro. It cannot afford to make a mistake. In the end, I've actually locked my brakes a little bit, got the back end slightly moving around, trying to do anything I could to make up time, but it is not going to be enough, sadly, to catch up to the Chevy. Oh, we're going to lose out to the Ford in the end. Oh, no! I overdrove it trying to chase down the Chevy, and that might actually have ended up costing us because the Mustang beat us to the line. I should have just settled for the second. It's just that forever trying to attack the cars further up. We basically have to get sixth away from the Aston Martin if our Camaro can beat the Aston Martin. Oh, which it can't, unfortunately. Damn it, that was silly by me. That was completely my bad on that one. Because yeah, we get a really good. We always got a really good run. Oh, we actually we lost out anyway elsewhere. Makes me feel slightly better. We get a really good run off of out the water section towards those final couple of corners. But oh well, we gave it a good shot as best as we could with the Pontiac. But blue team will take that round. So we head to the Edinburgh Station circuit next. We're probably going to be okay around here. We're in the mid-pack, which is probably busy for us. I don't anticipate this to be the strongest circuit for the GTO, but this has seemed to be pretty good overall. It doesn't seem ridiculously fast anywhere, but definitely a solid overall car, so we're likely to do alright around here. The Mustang may run away at the front, to be honest, but if we can get ourselves up into second, if we can score some good points for Red Team, that would be helpful. We'll have to wait and see. I think the Veloster may still be front-wheel drive. It's not a good transition through there. Certainly not all-wheel drive with it struggling off the line like it did. I'm not going to make the inside line there, so I realised as I was coming up to the corner we weren't going to make it, so I didn't want to commit. Or, yeah, not try and not be in position to actually make the corner properly, so we just took a sensible route and left it at that. We have got ourselves up into a second position for the Pontiac. Can we chase down the Ford up at the front? I mean, points are looking grand for a Red Team, always nice. Who knows how it's going to stay, though, of course. A lot of things can change between now and the end of the race. We've got to keep an eye on the cars behind. I would expect the Camaro that we were battling with last race, that will probably equally be quite fast around here. If you've got good handling, this track, you know, you're going to do well at. If you've got the handling car, this circuit is one of the more handling-based ones. I think the Mustang wants to have a race. I don't think... I think it can drop back, but I don't think I've got the pace to do anything about it. That Camaro has a lot of handling behind us, but not a lot of speed. This is the sort of track, though, that works better on. I mean, if you've got completely no straight line speed, you'll have a really difficult time overtaking somebody like me. But yeah, this track does work quite nicely for the handling cars. It's almost to the door, but can't quite do it. Ooh, street furniture is mean. Don't like street furniture whatsoever. Come on, points. Still looking good. I mean, if the Camaro's starting to really give us trouble, well, that's the difficult bit for that car behind us is over the lap. We're probably not that dissimilar in terms of pace, but we're just gaining our speed in very, very different ways. It does significantly outturn me, but we're much faster accelerating and much faster in a straight line. So we're gaining our speed. We might have lost out to it here, though. Fall back into line for now. If I find a way past, though, we will be happy to take it. The Charger's come to join us. The Veloster is understeered into a wall, although I don't know whether it was assisted into that wall a little bit. We're going to have a good run up this hill. I mean, if I can stay close enough to the Camaro, I can probably get it in the final corner. Now, because we are very healthy in points, we'll fight our teammates like we would anyone else. If this was a different stuff, the car behind me, for example, was a blue team car, and we were very tight on points, it'd be concerned. Oh, and the car behind me is now a blue team car because the Charger hit the wall. Everyone's hit that wall at some point. Points have now not gone quite as well because our Chargers face planted a wall. So many times we've seen cars end up in that. It is really, really easily done around this circuit. You hit that inside wall. Oh god, can't get that change direction. It's not working as well in the Pontiac. Okay, we're going to go for the... no. I was going to go for the cheeky jump across the inside line. Didn't work. Did not get my car in the right place to do that. Can we get on the power? Ooh, slide our way up the hill a little bit. Got to watch out. Camaro behind would be taking points away from us. We may have to revert to kind of rear gunner in this one, because I'm not quite... As I said, we're very similar in lap time. We're just gaining it in completely different ways between me and the F1 Camaro. But now we have bigger problems behind us. So we're going to have to be worrying about defending from that. The Veloster's got a mighty amount of straight line speed. We won't have any traction out of these corners. But that thing is surprisingly fast. Oh, street furnitured. And then the Camaro also got street furnitured. So I guess all is fair in Horizon 4 luck. This time around anyway. That will ping out of the way. I'm going to force you to go the long way around here. Oh, no, you are going to be brave. Fair play. I thought I saw the bonnet to the outside and they were going to be hung out wide there, but played it well, although you might have left me a gap here. We are definitely going to try this. We know we've got a straight line speed to try and make this one work. I'm going to try and pinch the Chevy to the inside, because that will be stuck on the outside for here. It's going to cut back underneath us. However, don't hit the wall. Oh, they brushed it. We're going to then get the run on the outside here. Here comes the Veloster. We've got to get across to defend. Now, the Charger can buy into this. We've got to get the Charger involved. Ideally, if the Charger can get both of them, that would give us enough points. It's not going to get either of them in the end. The Veloster is going to sit behind us. That was a mad end to the race. Yeah, me and that 69 Camaro did a lot of swapping of places. Unlucky for our 69 Charger. Just met the wall at an awkward. It's an awkward place. Yeah, it's really tempting when you're following a car to try and get underneath it through there, but the line you take often just feeds you into the wall. So yeah, it was unlucky. The Charger recovered well as we all fought one another. Oh yeah, no one really had an answer to the Mustang. However, we had a very good battle over the rest of the podium spots there. So, we head off-road again, the Tarn Howell's Scramble, where we have to win. Red team have got to win here. At the back, bugger. This is not... Well, as I say, this is not the track for my car. It'll be okay. I just fear... I fear the Mustang, and I fear the Camaro, because this is... Unlike the first dirt circuit, I can't remember what it's called now, it's just slipped my mind. But that track, you will get away a little bit more with power-based cars. You don't need quite as much handling, or quite as much off-road setup, if you like. This is outside of Ambleside, one of the most challenging full dirt circuits. So we will have to wait and see how the Pontiac goes. I mean, the tarmac hill is quite nice. It was a little bit of lag for somebody. Yeah, the tarmac hill will be good for my power, but we'll have to wait and see. We're going to try to go around the outside. We're going to try and run the top at the hairpin. I like this line up here if you get it right. You can get a lot of speed off of the corner, which we will hopefully use to pass the Camaro. Yeah, sometimes you can just go clean around the outside of somebody. Sometimes you can just do that. Although the Ford is going to end up doing the same thing to us as we run up the hill here. And we're both going to run into trouble behind the Camaro. Just sort of tap brakes and we'll all fall into line through there. Okay, Charger leads the way. If that can run away, that would be good. Big bounce for the Camaro. We shove the nose up the inside, but can't quite make it stick. So just lacking a little bit of front end grip. Maybe I should. I haven't got aero on this car. Maybe I should have gone for some front aero as well. Big jumps from us lot. Points are looking, again, points are looking good for Red Team, although we've done this quite a lot so far in this particular adventure. We've kind of started off well on points, and it's just gone away from us as the race has gone on. I'm running a bit too deep through there. We can still try and make that high line work on the exit, but not quite where I was wanting to put the vehicle. It is, well, I mean, it's not quite the right Charger versus Mustang on the head, but it is a Charger versus the Mustang. We're still battling away. That Camaro that was looking but couldn't get close enough in the final corner. We've not dropped the other Camaro too much. I mean, that's going to be the better handling than all of us. We've got the best handling, but it just really lacks power compared to the other 4 cars. Just cannot catch the bullet machine. Ooh, and I've got that wrong. Not get my change of direction quite time. That section, if you get one bit wrong, you're just out of position for the next couple of corners and you lose a whole heap of time. No, we're likely to have a car running around the top. No, they wanted to cut back underneath. They're going to get alongside, but it might not have the power off the corner. Indeed it doesn't. We can just park the big boat in the way. Make the Pontiac wide, and then we will outrun. There we go. We'll get the power down. We will outrun towards this final corner. We've got a couple more laps to go here. Move across, make sure we're ready to defend at turn 1 if needed. A big hit on the floor. We didn't bounce around, we didn't ping around like some of the cars have done, but it still did not really put us where we needed to be. The Camaro's looking, but is not going to be able to do anything there. Now, let's get the change of direction better down here. Indeed we are. The Camaro is going to be alongside, but it's going to be on an awkward line through there. We want to try to avoid going through the water too much. I will now run in deep through this corner, try and use the banking, and indeed that'll do the trick. Yeah, you can defend that hairpin a couple of ways. It's actually quite a difficult corner to get an overtake done. There's not many corners where you can actually sort of make that outside line work. Not in the manner that you can there. I don't like this final turn in my car. It is sketchy. The Charger's not really got away from us in this one. The Charger is there. We cover the inside. The Camaro was looking. That time around, yeah, we were a little bit more careful through here. Points are still looking good for us. I mean, even if we do lose this battle to the Camaro, it looks like points are still good for Red Team, which is always a nice thing to know. And the Camaro's out of shape back there. Did not get that transition right, although I've had to check up mid-corner. Now we're going to have to try and defend this on the lower side. No, don't have the turn in, so we'll just... like, if I try and defend that on the tight line, it doesn't work, so I just almost abort mid-corner, run it up the banking, and then get the acceleration I need. It works. At the end of the day, as long as it works, that's the bit that matters. I want to get to the checkpoint there. The Camaro is alongside, but you're on such a tight line there, you're never going to make it, although we have got a bucket load of understeer. It's going to be a drag race to the line. We should hold on to that. We do. That was a great battle there. Points have gone our way, just. It was close, certainly, but the points are, well, if we can get 7th and 8th, that's the bit that matters. We've got to get our Mustang and Challenger across the line, and it looks like we will. That was hard work. That was hard work, yeah. The Charger was lucky. It kind of just stayed ahead of the massive squabble over that 3rd place. The Mustang definitely quickest there. But yeah, we had a really good fun battle over the podium spots. So, this is the deciding round. The Lakehurst COPSE circuit. Oh, we're quite a long way back. I mean, my car has proved to be relatively good in terms of straight line speed. I don't think it's the fastest thing here down the straights, but we will have to wait and see how it fares against some of the other cars. This track, I mean, certainly all-wheel drive is not going to be essential to work around here. There's one difficult traction zone out of the 3rd corner. There is also always the ever-present danger of a missed checkpoint at turn 1 and 2 area. Very easy to get in trouble down here. Almost almost guarantees someone's going to do it. Who and how much of an effect it's going to have on the overall race, don't know. But it's almost guaranteed someone is at some point during this race. Oh, there's a little bit of a gap there. There's a lot of cars in a very small space of road there. Okay, we are out the other side. I think we're a little fast Mustang top end, maybe we're not. Maybe we're even with the Mustang. Oh, there we go, now we start to pull. My gearing is going to screw us. The Mustang was actually quite kind through there. Mustang obviously wasn't sure quite how much space it was going to need to give to me. We were a little bit cautious anyway. I think the Mustang's going to cut back underneath and pass us. Yeah, just can't quite get the front end of my car turned in. And it is, again, another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for muscle cars. A little bit skewed this one. Just how it goes sometimes. You know, there was no rules about outside of being a famous TV/film car. No rules about what ones you want to take, and they are all different. It just so happens that a lot of people wanted to have a go with famous muscle cars. That is a big dive at turn 1, and I can only just stop it in time. That was so close. So close to disaster. Mustang is going to fight back and retake that position. I didn't think I was braking crazy late on that one. I thought that was a half sensible place, and I realised how much later than the Mustang I was braking, and then it was a case of I might be in trouble. We did, though, manage to just about get it stopped in time. Mustang did well to not get too badly affected by me having issues slowing down. We do not have the pace, I don't think, here, sadly. We have got half-decent top end. It's that just lack of turning. That's what's killing me, sadly. I just cannot get the front end. A little bit more front end grip. This will probably be very, very quick. But it's just that turn-in that is struggling with. We're a little bit out of shape through here. We're gonna need a different line through there. It's not quite gonna work. The Mustang's looking side by side with the Challenger. There's got a huge slide. I think the Challenger would have pinged the wall. It did. Points are very close once again here. We need to not lose any more places to blue team if we can avoid it. That was very close as well for me missing the checkpoint. We don't want to get stuck in a silly battle. The Velocity's disconnected as well. Seems Ollie is having some internet trouble back there. Yeah, we don't want to lose any more. I mean, the Aston Martin's a long way back. I think as long as we don't push each other out of checkpoints, I think we're good to fight one another here without there being too much danger of costing Red Team a victory. Oh! I mean, we're definitely pushing it. I want to get the 4th place in this one, and that was the limit through that corner for me, and probably a little bit more as well. You don't really want to be hitting the rocks if you can help it. We're going to go alongside the Challenger, but can't quite make it stick. I imagine that's going to have a lot more power than me. It's not so good through there. I mean, okay, admittedly, all-wheel drive won't help with the understeer to an extent. It'll make my car a bit heavier as well, but sliding from the Challenger, how brave dare we be through this first section, because yeah, missing a checkpoint would be calamitous for me. Thought about trying to have a look to the inside here, but not going to work. Now this is where the Challenger will struggle a little bit to begin with. We can get our power down nicely. Got to watch out, the Aston Martin's got a little bit closer as we've all kind of tussled a little bit here. We've not really slowed each other down a huge amount, but just a little bit. Top 3 are long gone. The outside there is always dicey. Make it too wide through there. The Mach 1 is a little further back. We will dive to the inside, and this time we will hopefully make the pass stick. There is no room for the Challenger to fight back through there. A few more quarters to go. We have lost the lead of the race. Our Charger's lost out to the Mustang. Points have got closer. The Charger might have won it on the run to the line. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. It looks like we've got the Charger victory. We've pulled clear in that battle there for 4th. That was good fun. Good fun little race over 4th. Didn't quite have the pace of the top cars. Indeed, the Charger did get a victory from the Mustang, then the Camaro. Yeah, I could not touch those top 3 vehicles, but we were getting to 4th ahead of our Challenger. Our Mach 1 would be 6th. The Aston Martin got 7th. And our Camaro would take 8th, and that's going to score us enough points. Overall, our Toyota also got 100 points there as well. God, that was a close adventure. That was a close adventure. That was good fun. Yeah, the Pontiac is a very strong overall car. Not quite as good as the Mustang. Yeah, could do with just a little bit more front end grip, but pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that vehicle. So overall, just about any environment that works pretty damn well. That though is going to be it for this adventure. If you would like to take part in the next one, you can sign up via our Discord. There'll be a link to that in the description. Find the Versus the Community sign up section and you can register to take part in there. That though is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.